Hello everyone. So today we are going to implement this minimap that you can see in this bottom left corner. So we are going to implement this minimap today. So as you can see, when the character turns, the minimap always keep the characters forward, upward, and it moves around the minimap moves as the character moves. So yeah, let's see how to implement this today. Right, so let's start creating a new project. D5D MiniMap. So I'll use blueprints and I don't need starter content, and create. Oh wait, I think I haven't selected the third person template. It's okay, we can add it. Add feature of content pack, third person, add project. Right. Now under maps we have the third person map, default third person map. Okay, cool. Right, so this is the map and this is where we are going to add the minimap. So for that we need an image of this map. So if I go to the top view, we don't get a properly shaded image. See, so I'll keep perspective and let's set a camera. I just need some image, that's all. So in the top view, let me move this to 0, location and set the snapping to a higher value, to the center. It doesn't have to be exact, just need the image. So right, this should be fine. And move it up, rotate 90 degrees. Don't see the complete map. Now I can. Okay, so I'll remove this move down this blue cubes temporarily and switch to camera actor. Press G. Oops. I think I rotated somewhat. Oh. Press G and take a screenshot. Shot 1 and open Photoshop. here is the screenshot. Let me drag and drop into Photoshop, and I only need this image, this part, so let me select it. Oh, sorry. Right, now I'll save this and just call it map. Okay, now let's go back to our project. I'll create a new folder, MiniMap. Here I'll import that image and I'll create a blueprint. Sorry, not a blueprint, I need a widget. UI widget blueprint. User widget. Select WDG MiniMap. Okay, so here I'll add a canvas panel and then an image. I'll name it MiniMap. So here I can directly set this image itself, but I need to change this the portion that we are showing inside the MiniMap and do some implement some interactivity, implement some, it has to be dynamic, so we can't really use just the image. So we have to use a material for that. Okay, first let me set the anchor it to this bottom left, set the alignment 0 and 1, position X 100, Y also 100, no, minus 100, and the scale, let's try 250 by 250. Right, I think that the scale should be fine. Right, now let's create a material using this texture MiniMap. So this has to be in the domain of user interface. So material domain set to user interface. Connect the final color like this and use that material MiniMap. So this is how it looks, but it's very large. Also, one more thing, the tiling method, set it to clamp. So if I move this further, push it further in the edge, we will get this blue color without revealing. Okay, so now we need to set the scale of the map, scale of the texture, because we don't want to show the whole map in the MiniMap. We only need to show a portion of it. So for that we need to set a scale like this. Get texture coordinate and multiply it with the scaling factor. So here let's make float 2 and promote these two parameters, X scale and Y scale. So we can't have 0, then it becomes only one color. If I make them both 0.1, this is the scale we get here, like this. But I don't think we can have the same scale. We have to calculate it. We have to calculate the ratio. So for that, let me put this in 0, 0 location. Right now this is 0, 0, and let's move this into this edge to get the location. It's 3000 by 3500. Okay, so let's do a calculation. 1 divided by 3000, 3.3333. Sorry, not 3.333, but some 3.3333 into 10 to the power minus 4. That's what it means. So yeah, similarly 1 divided by 3500 Y scale, this value. So for the X scale, now let's use point 33, something like this. And for Y scale, let's use 0.28571. We have to keep the same ratio. Okay, this looks stretched. Oh, same value works. Okay, right, this scale works. Alright, so this is how it looks now. Let's go again, go here and let's create a new circle. And let's draw a circle here. Right, it's centered, and I'll set the color to white and add a stroke in black. Also, we need something to point the middle. Right, I draw something like this so we can track the location of the player. Let's save this as well map outline. Let's import that also in here, and I'll change the blend mode to masked, and then connect alpha here and multiply this color with the color of this texture, so we can get the outline and this pointer in the middle. Right, now if I apply, this is how it looks. Now let's create a blueprint, an actor blueprint, BP MiniMap, and in the begin play I'll create widget and create this MiniMap widget and add to viewport, and I'll place one instance of this blueprint in the map, so when we play the game we get this minimap here, but as you can see it doesn't move. So that's what we are going to work on next. So here we need to know the location of the player in order to move the minimap. So for that I'll create a new material parameter collection, MP MiniMap. I'll add a vector parameter, let's call it player location, and also I'll add another scalar, I'll name it player yo. I will be using this to rotate the minimap. Okay, save. Now here in the tick I'll set vector parameter. Here we need to select the NP minimap, parameter name, player location. We can get player character, get actor location, plug it here. Similarly, set scalar parameter value, and this one here also I'll select MP minimap, player yo. So parameter value we have the player character, get actor rotation, break data because we only need the yo. Here I don't think we can directly set it because the yo of an actor changes from 0 to 180, then minus 180 to 0. So yeah, let's look into that later. Let's first implement movement, then let's look into the rotation part. Right. Now here we need to move. For that we have to add a vector tool. So we have to add x value and y value in order to move. So let's make float 2, and we have to calculate this float 2 using player's location. So selection parameter MP minimap already selected, player location, break float 2. So R and G will give us X and Y. So here, if let me select the character, person character, pay attention to the location. This corner is closer to 0, 0, 0 location, and as I go this way, X increases. As I go this way, Y increases. So this is the furthest edge from the 0, 0 location, and we already know the furthest edge is 3000 and 3500, X 3000, Y 3500. So when the character is moving this direction, we need to move the minimap down. So that means as the X increases, we have to change Y. So let me just make this constant and see how it behaves. When it is 0, it's like this. When it is 0.1, it's moving down. 0.2, moving down. 0.5, like this. Okay, so when this is 1, we have, okay, we don't see anything. 0.8. So when this get closer to 1, we move our texture to the bottom. So this is we can build a relationship of the character's X value, X location value, with the Y value. So we know the highest value we can have for the character is 3000. So X, now let's get a subtract. As the first value, I'll give 3000, and from 3000 let's subtract X value. Then let's divide it by 3000, because we can only have a value in between 0 and 1. And plug it here. Okay, now see, when I move forward, it increases like this. So the X value is not working at the moment, only the Y value. Okay, and we need to have some offsets also. Right. Then for the G value, the Y value related to X of the offset. So we can divide this by 3500. 3500, that's the max value we get in Y direction, Y axis. Plug it here. Okay. Right, now it is working, but the middle is not quite there. So we need to have some offset. For that, let me add not 1. How about let's fix the y offset first, minus 0.15. Let's try that. Right, that seems somewhat correct. Okay, and this minus 0.05. No, we should be inside the circle. So y seems correct, x is not. What if I make this plus? Right, so I found the correct values for x offset minus 0.125 and for y offset minus 0.2. Those values works properly. So like this, see, everything works fine. Now rotating the minimap to keep the character forward. Otherwise this direction pointed by this pointer doesn't match the character's direction. So for that we can use there's a node called custom rotate. Right, so here rotation center should be the middle point. Constant vector, which is 0.5 by 0.5. We should rotate the texture around that point, and the angle. So if I promote this to a constant, here you can see 0 means 0 angle and 1 means 360 degrees. So we can now get this player's yaw value and derive it based on that. But first let's observe how it changes. Pay attention to the yaw. Now the yaw is, when the character is facing this way, it's going from 0 to 90 to 180, and if it is facing this way, it's going from 0 to minus 90 to minus 180. So but we need to convert this into the range of 0 to 360. So let's check if this is less than 0, and we can select based on that. If the value is less than 0, we have to get the year value. No, we have to subtract the year value from 360. Wait, not subtract. We have to add 360 to that value for the negative value. So, and if the value is positive, we can directly use the value itself. So by doing this, we can convert this year into the range. We can map it into 0 to 360 range. Now we can get collection parameter, select player year because minimap is already selected, and oh, wait a minute, we can actually divide this from 360 to convert this to a value between 0 and 1, and we can use it like this. Okay, now let's see. Now as the character turns, you can see the minimap also rotates. Great. So this is working as intended. And it seems we have an offset issue here, but you get the idea. Well, I took another image by moving the camera a bit further up and reducing the field of view, because in the previous image I could see these walls, the sides of the wall, because of the perspective nature, and so I took this image and add a stroke in blue around that and re-imported as the map image. So this is what I'm using now, and also adjusted these offsets like this, so it works better now. So now here is the final version. Great. So yeah, this is our simple minimap, and I am going to stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link could be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.